Rock.
rock and roll?
Yes, well, so, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get there. Okay. Okay. So, bonsoir to welcome, welcome.
Merci.
Jelly Jelly on stage music live. I'm very happy to have an interview in English. It's been a long time, and I have an honor to be with you. So let's introduce yourself, Norman Beaker. Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Very good, and you?
I'm fine.
How you feeling here?
It's great.
At the Blues Association of Geneva.
It's got a good atmosphere. I
Good
love the
atmosphere.
atmosphere already. The people are not here yet, so that's good.
No, that's right. I think it's going to be really good. First
I
time
think so.
here at the back?
It's the first time here, but I've played before in Geneva for the association in various things with Larry Garner and people like that. Yeah.
So welcome,
Thank you.
welcome. It's an honor because we will talk about your past and everything have you done in your life. But I'm here with the Blues, I can say, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a strange one though, because I thought it was a joke. I have to say, somebody phoned me up and said, "Hey, you've got this award." Have I? And I thought it was a friend of mine messing around, joking. And then I got an email from the San Diego saying, "Oh, you've won. You're in the Hall of Fame inductee." Which the only other ones like Mick Jagger, Keith Richards,
Yeah.
Eric Clapton, and I thought, there's only me I don't know. There's only me I don't recognise. So yeah, it was a big shock. I mean,
Wow.
I was very proud, but it was a big shock.
That's something unbelievable. When
Yeah.
I was reading it, I thought,
It was for
wow.
me.
So we'll take some picture after because it's good for,
Yeah,
for the marketing part of it. Norman, I read your biography, and I don't know if you like to talk about, but I was very touched with your story about you teaching yourself guitar when you were a little boy due to a massive. Maybe
Yeah.
you would tell us.
Yeah, I mean, it was just being a stupid child, really, running around playing, and I ran into a car. The car didn't run into me, I ran into the car.
Okay.
And my hip was a bit of a mess. And so, because I was so young, they didn't want to put plaster and things because, it's funny, it would make me not grow so big. Well,
Yeah.
I've not grown so big anyway. So,
You're fine.
So, because I had to go to bed for 18 months,
Yeah.
just to let it settle down. And so my dad bought me a guitar. And he came in with this really hard to play Romanian guitar, and it was hard to play. But I had nothing else to do. So I just played and played. I just loved it. So I never felt like I was practicing, or I was just enjoying myself, really. And it's always been that way since.
So it was like like suddenly you had a guitar in your hand and you thought, that's it, I'm going to play guitar.
I did, but it took me a long time to learn because there were so few people playing guitars at the time. There was the Shadows and, bands like that, but there weren't very many. You didn't get to hear lead guitar players. You just got accompanied guitars. So it took me probably 2 years to learn what someone now could learn in a week.
Wow.
But
Okay.
you learn thoroughly,
Yeah.
because you've got the time to do it.
And your parents were musicians?
No,
No, not at all.
We used to say that my father used to play piano accordion, and we
Okay.
used to say he only did it when we'd been naughty to punish us because we hated the sound of
Please
it.
stop. Please stop.
We'll go to bed. We'll go to bed.
Don't, not that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and did you had like an artist in particular that suddenly you thought, okay, that's him. That's why I'm going to be a musician.
Not like that, but I suppose it was the time when Elvis was just coming out in the 50s with all the Sun records, and so all that kind of thing. It was always the 50s. I was born 1950, but I seem to remember music from the start. Like 1954, I thought, I love that song. I'd only be 4 years old, but I remembered them all. And so I think that was, it was everybody from that sort of era. And it was only later I got into the blues through my brother, who was a big blues fan. And he used to go and watch, he'd say, I've just been to see Howlin' Wolf, and I'm watching the bands on the TV, and didn't know any of these people. And then I got to play in his band. He didn't want me to, but I was his younger brother, so that he had no choice. Otherwise, my mother would have killed him. And so I played then, and everybody said, "Oh, you play like a blues guitarist." And I didn't even know what a blues guitar player was. And then I found out later when I started doing it, and then listened to the blues, and I thought, oh yeah, it was very, very natural. It was like I'd always played it without knowing about it. If you know what I mean. Very strange.
So you've played with a lot of major name. I mean, tell me one name or one person that you will never forget.
Oh, I think the one for me that was the most influential was Jack Bruce. I mean, this B.B. King, people like that, Chuck Berry, obviously, big names. But for me, I learned a lot from Jack about how to be intense and, when you play, you mean to play. You don't play it like you can never play it like a game. You mean it full on, and then but with entertainment, with a bit of luck. That I think sometimes with the blues shows, people get so into the blues that they forget to entertain a little bit. You know what I mean? And maybe be a bit funny or tell a joke or whatever, just to keep it the dynamics. So everybody has a good night as well as listens to music, good music, hopefully.
Fantastic. So tonight with your band.
Yeah.
So how long you've been together? Because I know you've done a lot of album solo and things like that. And tonight the band. How long?
Well, tonight the drummer Chris he's only started on this tour because we've had several people that we were either ill or were away. So. But we don't really have a fixed trio band. We play in different things. So we've got Chris Holliman on drums, who's been fantastic, I have to admit, and we've got Russell. Russell? I'm sorry about that. No, we've got Ronald Burst on bass, who's been with us for quite a while now, and he's the one that's going to kill me in the not too distant future, I would think.
You see, I agree with you. So if I'm not wrong, your last album was in 2020, correct?
Yeah.
So where are you now? Are you planning on another one?
We've got one in the pipeline. All the stuff's written now. It's just a case of getting around to doing it now. So it should be this year. It'll be out this year, we should think. Yeah, certainly.
So I'm going to ask a little tricky question. I hope you are looking after the marketing, but if we want to see what you're doing and everything about you, where do we go?
We have the websites, we have Facebook, we're everything. We only look old. We're actually right in there.
No, but you're young. I love it.
We're down with the kids.
I know. You're everywhere.
Yeah, we are.
I was saying today, I checked your bio on your site, then I went into, I love Google. I'm a big fan of Google. And I typed Norman Beaker, and I'm like, oh, he's in Wikipedia. So congratulations. It's really good.
I used to hate Wikipedia because it used to say the year you were born, and then a dash, like waiting to fill in when you die. And now they don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore.
Because I don't want to know that. They seem to know everything. I don't want that.
No, they don't know everything because I think your latest album was on Wikipedia. Only on your. That's right. You see, very good. Norman, I know that tonight you're playing at 9 p.m. Tonight at the back, which we say hello to everyone. But before that, we'd like maybe to know a little bit more about you personally. So I have a few questions.
Okay.
Okay. So just be yourself.
Go.
So if you had one question, I'm sounding well. Okay, one word to describe yourself. What would it be?
Oh God, that's probably the hardest question. A blues fan.
Blues fan. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say blues. Fantastic. Now, Norman, with your life and your past, if there were one thing you could have changed in all those years, what would it be?
That's almost difficult. I sort of had a period when I started playing other music because I thought it was time to move on a bit, and then I realised if you play blues, you can't really move on. And people sort of went, I'm not sure about this. So I went straight back to blues. But it was a case of about a month or so. I don't think I've done anything. Anything's been so bad. Obviously, like with the childhood business we just discussed, you wouldn't have chosen that, but in a way I may never have learnt to play guitar either. So
that's it, exactly.
You have to look on the bright side.
So do you have another passion? But music?
Football.
Oh, there you go.
Mad about football.
I love it.
I love it, yeah.
You love football?
Oh, I do, yes.
And what do you do to get away from the music? Is it a place or something special you do to relax?
I like listening and watching old comedy programs.
Okay.
Like with the BBC in England had some great programs, and the rest basically is football.
Okay.
and going to the pub.
I love that too.
The pubs
You
are
do
great.
the pub run?
No.
No.
I can't.
You can't.
Once I get in one, I can't walk.
Okay, you do one.
I do
That's
one.
fair enough. That's fair enough. Norman, it's a pleasure. Really, it's a
My
really great
pleasure
pleasure. I won't keep you waiting too long because I know, we need to eat. We have to, and the concert's at 9. But before we go, I'd like to thank you on behalf of everyone from Onstage, the bag, obviously. And is there any other question you would have liked me to ask you and I didn't?
No, you did a great job.
I did a great
Yeah,
job?
you did, yeah.
I thank you very much.
You got questions I couldn't answer twice out of
Oh,
4.
wow. I'm going to
That's
write that
pretty
in
good.
my bio. Okay, I may ask the band to come on stage. We're going to end this interview with
Yep.
one song.
Yep.
Thank you very much, and we're looking forward to hear you in a few hours.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
asking us.
Bye-bye.
Ronald Bursus over there, ladies and gentlemen. I got it right this time. You've had enough. This is Cheating Love. 1, 2, 3. Well, you been lying right in my face. You got another guy to take my place. I've been a fool. I wasn't there to know, but I'm a fool no more. Time for me to go. I've had enough. I've had enough of your cheating love. I trusted you. That was my mistake. I thought I knew you, but you were fake. I tried my best to make it work, but all you did was drag me through the dirt. I've had enough of your cheating love. I'm not gonna let you treat me like that again. You kicked me out, drove me insane. I'm getting out from all your ties. I'm cutting free. Don't want no more lies, 'cause I've had enough. I've had enough of your cheating love.